Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. Welcome back to layout rebuild number 24. I don't know, I lost count. So I just might be calling them layout rebuilds from now on. I don't know, I lost count of numbers. Anyhow, I mentioned in the last video that I was going to be making some changes. 6 months old and I'm already making changes. One of the changes is I'm putting the siding in on the layout part just right next to me here, because I intend to be adding track signaling to the layout. Second thing is, I also mentioned in that video that we were going to be working on the industry that's right down here, which was, or still is, my lumber facility. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing with that, because it's another change. Well, let's consider it the same change. I might have the siding done in this video also. But let's get down there and let's see what I'm talking about.
This video is brought to you by Miniature Industries, unique products for your model railroad. These unique kits are available in N scale, HO, S, and O scale. For more information on these kits, visit his website, link will be in the description. And don't forget to use the code 15 at checkout for a 15% discount.
As you can see, I got this nice clean piece of white styrene here. Well, this is going to become a concrete pad for the entire facility. And what I'm going to do now, and I know I've showed this a million times, but for new guys, some of my car guys that don't know how this is done, I'm going to show them. This is a scale ruler. The thing is, it only goes up to 80 feet. You can see this is a lot bigger than 80 feet. So, I'm going to measure this out in 40-foot pads, this way and this way. But I don't want to keep moving the ruler because it only goes to 80 feet. So I know that 6 inches equals 80 feet. So, what I'm going to do is basically take the regular ruler, and I'm going to go down here, and from the edge I'm going to mark 3 inches, and then 6 inches, and then 9 inches, and then 12 inches, and then I'll do the same here. And the last one to here, so it's another 3, and it's another 6, a 9, and of course that's 12. And then we'll do the same thing across this way. I already took this track up because it was on an angle and I want it to be straight, so that's got to be redone also. But we'll start again. Three, 6, 9, and 12. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Anyhow, once I get this measured out, I'll show you what the next step is. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls, we're back down here now. And as you can see, I've got 40-foot by 40-foot squares drawn out on this entire piece of plastic. To make it look a little bit more realistic, what I do is I take my hobby knife and I use the backside of my hobby knife to scribe these lines. And usually I do it in 2 strokes, and we'll continue with that. Make sure I'm on the line. I got that side weighted because I can't get a clamp on there, and I don't want to take this off the layout because it's the only place I have enough flat space to do this. So Alright, so what I just completed was 40 foot by 40 foot expansion joints. And next thing I'm going to do is I am going to sand that down, because when you do the knife backwards, it leaves a little bit of a ridge, I guess you want to call it. So I'm going to be using this 800 sandpaper, and I also might use this for something else, and I'll show you that maybe later, because I saw somebody do this and I thought it was pretty cool. Anyhow, I'll go ahead and do this, and here we go. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. Alright, next step is paint. And I am going to be using Tamiya Light Aircraft Gray. United States Air Force Light Gray. This will be a driveway here. And then there'll be kind of bushes and stuff along here. Alright, so let's go paint this. We'll be back in a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. Okay, so in my title, I mentioned that there's going to be a new structure and also a new name for what used to be Hoteg Building Materials. We're going to now be calling this North Valley Building Materials. Why North Valley? I don't know. The area I live in is called North Valley, so I thought I would just copy the name of that. Anyhow, getting back to the new structure. This is a build that I did quite a few years ago because a friend of mine used to deliver to this place that's downtown Phoenix near the rail yard. And so I decided I was going to do this building and put his truck basically in the scene. Anyhow, this was the build I did. I forgot the name of the place, but they used to handle PVC and sprinkler system type stuff. So, okay, boys and girls, sorry for the interruption. I was getting a delivery, and the room that I am in, I could see people walking in and out up to my front door, so I waited for the person to leave, and I went and got my stuff. Anyhow, we're back. So, getting back to this guy. I want to be able to have this as two separate structures in the scene. This one here being the office slash showroom, maybe small odds and ends like maybe sprinkler heads and piping and stuff like that, plus the lumber. But in order to do that, first of all, I need to finish this. And because I want this to be a standalone building, I got to put that wall back in. Now, problem I got is I don't remember what paint I used. This is the closest I have. I'm not going to go out and spend a bunch of money just to buy a whole bunch of blue paint to see which one matches this. Once it's on the scene, there's bushes and stuff around, you won't be able to see the difference. Okay, so what I also did with this is I didn't want the service doors to be on the ground. So I built a platform. So now this will be sitting on here, and this is a 4-foot platform. And so I'll be able to put that anywhere in that scene, along with this being anywhere in the scene. And maybe put another building in there. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and put this wall on. I don't know if I'm going to finish this. I don't know if I really want to find the paint that I used, because I want to finish this. It looks stupid without that piece there. So, anyhow, let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the train room. As you can see, I got my concrete base all painted up. I'm not sure if I want to color in the lines. I might not, I don't know. But anyhow, I did have to add an extra 40 feet of 40 scale feet of space here, so I get my building situated the way I wanted. The track's not down yet. I'm not going to put it down until this is down, and that's going to be the next step, is to put this down permanently. No matter if I change businesses or whatever, that's going to stay the same. I also went ahead and finished up to the mainline track as far as ground cover is concerned. Took this road out and put a gravel road in. Now my intention is take the gravel road across to the pink foam back there, and that's all going to be gravel back there, as if it is back a back alley or something like that to access these rear doors. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and put this down now, and we'll see how that's going to work out. Stay tuned, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to get ready to put this concrete foundation down. And what I have here is like a throwaway brush and some white glue. This brush has been in water, so it's wet, so that's a good thing. So we're just going to dip and go. We're going to put some water on there so we can. Hey guys and gals, welcome back to the training room. This is what my little lumber facility is going to look like. As you can see, I've got some lumber loads right here. These were kits, and I got a couple more of these. These are actually for to be put on center beams, but I decided, you know what? Why not use them as detail? Then we have some 55-gallon drums of something, a couple of trucks at the loading dock, forklift here and a forklift there, a couple of guys on the platform. I didn't glue them down yet, that's why they're leaning up against the building. And then over here, you have all parking spaces. Here's going to be some dry goods back in this corner here, an empty semi trailer waiting to be loaded up, and so on and so forth. And here's one car back here. So right now I'm pretty happy with the way the seam is. I also did the ground cover all the way back here, so that's all done. So what I'm saying is, I think we're looking pretty good on this little seam right here. Hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video, and as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Vinny Vid Productions out for now. Toodles!